You know when you're having an amazing week with nutrition, like Monday to Wednesday, and everything feels like it's going amazing, but then it just falls apart towards the end of the week. My client summarized this perfectly with this quote. When I'm on my own, I remember to track, but when I'm out and about with other people, it affects my ability to track effectively. And I dug a wee bit deeper with this client, and it turns out things like her partner cooking for her were actually really, really stressful, and she felt like she was out of control, and it was actually creating a lot of anxiety for her. It all boils down to the anxiety of not knowing. And the solution to this isn't more control. The solution to this is actually relinquishing control, using things like my close enough rule. So let's start with you and your partner. This is you, this is your partner. You've got all this anxiety around what ingredients they're going to buy, what ingredients they're going to use, how big the portion is going to be, how they cook it. All of this is creating stress and anxiety that you're scared of relinquishing control of. So we need to communicate this to our partner, and this is how we go about doing it. Because at the moment, all of this is in your head. This person is no better understanding as to why you're stressed and why you're struggling. So you actually need to bring this over to them, but in a way that doesn't insult them or piss them off. Not because you're trying to spare their feelings, but you're trying to show that you actually appreciate them trying to help you. Because 9 times out of 10, your partner, if they're a decent person, wants to actually help you. So in this instance, this person's partner wanted to cook for them to relieve their stress. The irony there, I understand, is not wasted on me. So we always need to start with appreciation. So tell your partner, look, I appreciate you actually trying to take some of the stress off my plate, because that's actually a really nice thing for you to do. But I'm trying to lose weight and I'm trying to hit this goal. Would you be able to support me further with this by just making a few tweaks to your cooking? All you're doing is acknowledging their effort, not putting them down, but also guiding them how to help you better. Because a good partner wants to help you the best way possible. 9 times out of 10, when someone does something, they're trying to help. It might not be your vision of how you want them to help you. So tell them what you want to do, and 9 times out of 10, they're going to do it. So once we've got the appreciation out of the way with, we can now give your partner 3 instructions that help guide them to help you better. Number 1, the ingredients. Go buy them yourself and show your partner what you've bought. Show them that if they go shopping for this, this is what you need them to buy. Lower fat mince, lower fat cheese, how to make a sauce instead of buying a store-bought sauce. The small little details. Number 2, portions. No one is deliberately loading up your plate because they don't like you. They're loading up your plate because they want to feed you and look after you. So tell them, once you're done cooking, shout me through, I'll serve up my own. That's it. Or if you want to, you can teach them portion sizing. Teach them a handful of carbs is all I need. I don't need a plate full of pasta, for example. Teach them this stuff alongside your own journey. Again, they're more likely to do it and support you. They might even get on board and start losing weight themselves, which makes this even easier. And number 3, this is actually suggested by my girlfriend, have a joint recipe like source. In other words, where do you go to on Instagram or TikTok or anywhere like that to find your recipes from? I love using Taming Twins. I love using Border Lunch, both shown here, because they're both fantastic in terms of controlling calories, being family friendly and getting a variety of fruit and veg whilst being high in protein. They're not special fitness recipes either. They're easy to cook, lazy meals 9 times out of 10. Fucking love a slow cooker me. Hopefully you do too. And lastly, if you're really, really struggling to let go of any form of control, do this. Track the meal once. Buy the ingredients, let them cook it, track everything once. So do your weigh in, do all the portioning you need to do properly. Put it in MyFitnessPal, whatever you use, as a saved meal. Now, every time they cook that meal, do this with 2 to 3 different meals if you want as well. Every time they cook that meal, you just click on that custom meal and that's it. There's no weigh in, there's no portion controlling, it's just that is what it is. You're learning to trust in your partner's cooking, you're learning to trust in the ability to cook to the way you need and build it from there. This will not be easy, it will create anxiety at the start. Anything challenging your normal beliefs is going to create anxiety and make you even more nervous than before. But the more you practice this, the easier it gets. Keep your partner in the loop, help them understand what you're going through. So when it's not your partner cooking and you're now going out to a party and you feel out of control, what you need to shift your focus from is less of measuring and weighing shit out and actually about controlling your behaviors and your choices. And we're going to do this with my wonderful disco ball and what you need to be doing before, during and after. So the key thing before you go out, have something high in protein and filling before you go out. So you don't show up fucking starving. Popular favorites of my clients, a Greek yogurt bowl, for example. 200 grams Greek yogurt, which is an extremely big portion, with some fruit, bit of honey on top, really tops you up. Make sure you just eat your breakfast and your normal lunch beforehand. So whatever breakfast you have, whether it's your overnight oats, whether it's your baked oats, whether it's some other form of breakfast, your normal lunch, whether it's your sandwich, whether it's your roll, whether it's a salad, make sure you still have this stuff. Eat normally before you head out. Because if you're showing up hungry, you're going to be having starters, mains, and desserts on top of your drinks. So when you're eating out, you need to follow these 3 rules. Number 1, don't be a dick. To yourself mainly. And for graphical purposes, here's a dick. Basically, eat but don't be a dick about it. Don't make yourself sick. Don't make yourself bloated. Don't make yourself eat so you're in physical pain. Stop gorging. Eat to enjoy it. Eat to about 8 to 9 out of 10 full. You feel satisfied and enjoy what you've actually had, rather than feeling like you can't move a second without feeling like you're gonna vomit. Number 2, plate priority. This is my burger, by the way. If you order a burger and chips, do this for me. Make sure you've got a clean source of protein. So in this case, the beef burger, but then pick one main carbohydrate source. If you've got a burger, skip the chips. I'm not saying you can't have them. I'm just saying it's easier to focus on it this way. Enjoy the burger, have a side salad, something simple like that. Enjoy that burger bun. The issue that often happens is people get multiple varieties. So they get rice, they get chips, they get the picking bread from the table, the breadsticks. It's easy to overeat when there's lots of choice. Simplify your choice down. Steak and chips, burger on its own with a side salad. Make it simple. And the third rule, eat to be satisfied now. Stop ordering what you think you should order. You don't need to order a salad. You don't need to order the nicer, healthier option. Order what you actually want. Because you don't need to be going home later on to devour the cupboards of all the biscuits, of all the chocolates and all the crisps because you weren't satisfied with your choice at dinner. Eating out is more often a psychological thing than it is an actual hunger thing. We're going out to enjoy the experience, the pleasure of eating out and company rather than anything else. So make sure you pick what you want. If you want that pizza, have that pizza. And to wrap everything up, afterwards, challenge your brain. I can't draw a brain, can I? And after you get home, this is the trap most people fall into. Stop the negative self-talk. Challenge it. Stop going home and shit-talking yourself because you ate something that you weren't supposed to have. If you are trying to be perfect all the time, but you can only do this for 2 weeks, you have failed. You have caused yourself to burn out. But if you can do better 80 to 90% of the time, rather than gorging on something, you allow yourself some of the biscuits you want. Rather than focus on being perfect 100% of the time, focus on doing better 80 to 90% of the time. Because if you focus on being better 80 to 90% of the time, you're going to be more consistent, especially because you're going to be able to do this for months. And just because you can do it for months, you're going to get the results you actually want. So rather than shit-talking yourself and telling yourself you're a bad person for actually enjoying a social meal, tell yourself, it's one night. I enjoyed myself. I'm happy that I did. I'm going to pick up at the next meal available, whether that's dinner that night, a snack that night, or breakfast in the morning. Eat as you normally would. Take back control. Be consistent. Don't let this one meal change your attitude and change your decision for the next day and prolong the process. And I'm interested to know which one's more of a struggle for you, the partner or the eating out. Let me know below in the comments below. And if you haven't already, subscribe to my channel.